guys, this is Gitanjali. Welcome to my channel. Being a hiring manager, I tend to take minimum 10 to 15 interviews on regular basis. What I tend to hear from my candidates, especially freshers, their query is that how to get a job right out of a college or straight out of a college. No denying, it's a awesome feeling having a job offer if it is your dream job. You're lucky enough to have a job offer right out of a college, isn't it? So, but this particular word, job, job, is really a scary prospect for many fresh graduates, especially for engineers. And trust me, I was one among you back then when I got graduated. But you can take control of the job hunting gear by following these five simple actionable techniques. Okay, all these five techniques are simple but very effective, and it will help you to stand out of the crowd, and it will help you to grab your dream job offer right out of the college. Okay, and trust me guys, these five actionable techniques will literally pay you off. Okay, are you excited to know what are those five techniques? Let's dive in. The first technique, invest in yourself to sell yourself. Getting a job is just a sales job. You got to sell your service, what you can provide to a company. You got to sell yourself. Only when you know yourself, you'll be able to express yourself. Eventually, you'll be able to sell yourself. Am I right? So, how can you really sell yourself? How can you enhance yourself? Okay. The first step, first, take a pen, take a paper, jot down your strengths, passion, and your career goals. Okay. Remember, your strengths and your career goal must be aligned to each other. Okay, for example, you're aspiring to become a developer or a programmer in a particular language. Okay, so what would be your strength there? You should be strong in coding or solving logic, right? And guys, remember, you might have two to three strengths or whatever, two to three career goals, but try to prioritize only one and make sure strength and your career goal aligned together. Okay. Step two, enhance yourself. You got to upskill or reskill yourself. Okay, how can this be done? Try to learn new skills, new languages, or try to learn new technologies if you're in computer science space or any kind of other departments. Try to enhance yourself in the core field where you're aspiring to get a job, okay, in your dream job. So how would you reskill and upskill? There are variety of sources available online. You can take online courses, undergo trainings, or you can present some papers or attend conferences. Try to enhance, try to make some real time projects. Okay, and the good news is all these resources are available online for free. So it you must make use of it very wisely. Okay, so that you'll be able to enhance yourself. Okay, and if you want to be a step above the others, you can do or publish your own research papers or present yourself in any kind of conferences or contribute any kind of real-time working models, any kind of startup ideas, anything would work. Okay, but make sure it is of your own. Okay, so you got to be literally specialist at something in order to provide or contribute something of a value to a company. Remember that. Okay, and the third step is create a brand of your own. You got to differentiate yourself from others, how unique you are compared to everyone else in the market or compared to your competitors. Okay, so you got to create your own value proposition. Okay, that is, you got to create your unique value proposition. Okay, So you got to identify your strength, which is unique, which will may help you to stand out of the crowd and succeed. Okay. In my upcoming videos, I'll be discussing you how can you create a brand of your own. Okay. Stay tuned in. Let's get into the step number 2, or the technique 2. The second technique is networking. You heard me right. Networking. You go to network and network your network. I repeat, you go to network and network your network. The networking is really a powerful tool which always tops the list of any job search cycle. Okay, never underestimate this word networking. Okay, you can start networking from the day one you kickstart your career as an engineer. I didn't know back then when I got graduated how networking would be really effective to grab a job offer right out of a college. Okay, wish I had known them. Okay, so how this networking can be established? There are two ways. One is traditional networking, which is face to face. Okay, how can this be established? Just start connecting with people around you. Connect with your near ones, dear ones, neighbors, school alumni database, or your college seniors, juniors, your college friends, your any of company colleagues or your dad's colleagues. Just start connecting. Okay, this is a very effective way. The traditional networking is a very effective way which will really win a chance to get a job offer. Okay, and the second is go online, has digital is the need of the hour. Okay, just establish your online presence across social medias. It can be LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, or anything. Establish your professional presence across social media. Just go online. The powerful professional tools are LinkedIn and Twitter. Okay, don't miss to create an account. Most of you might be wondering, so when is the right time to network, or what is the right time or apt time to create these accounts? I suggest you to create your professional account the day you kickstart your career as an engineer. The very first day. Just start connecting with people. By the time you reach your final year of graduation, you would have minimum 5,000 plus connections. Minimum. And it depends upon your capability to exceed. Okay. So, minimum 5,000. Just start connecting. Here, the points to remember is that you are not just connecting with people. You must ensure that you are establishing, that is, you're building and nurturing the connection, every single connection. Okay, so your view must be on, or your main goal should be, you're building and nurturing every relationship with every connection made. Okay, and remember, you connect with right people. Connecting randomly is not going to help you. Connect with right people at right time. Okay, so networking is truly a blessing, guys. Make use of it wisely. Okay, don't underestimate networking. And as the report suggests, or me being a hiring manager, I'll tell you 80% of the jobs are closed through referrals. Okay, 80% of job, because each hire is a risk for us, so we don't take a chance. So 80% of the jobs get closed by referrals. Is that not shocking? So how would you tap that hidden market? I'll be helping you out with tips and tricks how and where to establish an effective networking through online. Okay, so in my upcoming videos, be tuned to get to know that. Okay, what is the third technique? Start interning. Never underestimate this jargon, internship. I don't know, most of you might be aware of this term, internships, right? So what are internships? If you give me a generic answer like going to a company during your vacation or semester holidays and doing some practical stuffs over there and getting a certificate stating so and so is interned, no, no, guys, I'm really sorry. You've misinterpreted the meaning of internship. Okay, no deny. Internship integrates the school knowledge or college knowledge and theory to with the real world applications or skills. Okay, but how you make fullest of it matters. How that will win you a chance, that will bring the success. Internships are your first hand reach to get a job offer right out of a college. Okay, the people where you get connected or network during your internship will really provide you first hand information on the job opportunities that exist within the company. Okay, so most of you might have this question: when to start interning? Few might start from the year one, by the second year. It's totally up to you. But what I suggest or advise is that start interning from your final year. That is, once you enter your final year of graduation. Why is that? Once you enter, by the time you enter your final year of graduation, you might be expertise in your core field and you might have a crystal clear career goals, so that it'll help you to intern wisely with the industry accordingly. Okay, so start interning once you step into your final year of graduation. Okay, in my upcoming video, I'll be discussing how to make this internship effective and fruitful. Okay. And the fourth technique is say no to survival job. I'm not sure how many of you are aware of this term survival jobs, and thanks that I didn't know them back then when I got graduated. Okay, so never fall prey for survival job, guys. It's gonna destroy your career, it's gonna destroy your dreams. It's gonna destroy your personal well-being. Okay, so what is survival jobs? Survival job, you being an engineer, okay, you're not able to get a job for a while, it can be for months or a year, and you consciously sacrifice your career goals and take up a job just for survival purpose. This is what survival job means. Okay, there might be variety of reason for a prospect or for a candidate to choose survival job. Might be due to lack of direction or any kind of fears, or are really worried of job market competition, not able to compete with other candidates, or peer job pressure, or any kind of personal economic reasons or backgrounds, any of those. But never take a risk of taking a survival job. Okay, before you fall a prey for a survival job, or before you picking or opting a survival job, just ask these three questions to yourself. Okay, the question number one: be very honest before asking these questions to yourself. Okay, question number one: am I ready to be underemployed? Yes, guys, if you're an engineer and you do a skill or a job which is of low level skill, you would be definitely underemployed. Okay, mark my word, you would be underemployed. Question number two: am I ready to kill my dreams? Guys, once you take up a survival job, you neither have time nor energy to search or get a dream job offer. Okay, and eventually you have to sacrifice your dreams, you got to kill your dreams by yourself. And the third question is, do I want my mental well being to suffer? Once you take up a survival job, You may not be able to get your dream job. Eventually, you would have stress and depression, and your emotional well being will suffer. That in turn will intoxic the environment around you. It will intoxic your healthy family environment as well. Okay, just ask these three questions before you say yes to any survival job. Okay, take your time, guys. Few people are really lucky enough to get a job right out of a college, the day out they pass out of a college, and few are double lucky to get offered before they even pass out. Okay, but that's okay. Everyone will have their time, so give some time. Never ever risk yourself getting into a survival job. And the fifth technique is revamp your search strategy. Okay. If I ask you, how are you trying, or what's your way to get a job? I would get an answer. So most of you might reply me stating that I create my resume, I've uploaded on the couple of job portals, I've applied on the company career pages, and I'm sitting at home just waiting for a call from a company or recruiter for a job. No, you'll be sitting forever. You're not gonna get any call from a company or recruiter if you're using the traditional way of search or traditional way of job hunt. Okay, so you got to make your job hunt very effective. The simple thing is you got to consider the stint of your job search as a 9 to 5 full time job where your main goal is to find a job for yourself. Okay, you got to religiously follow your 9 to 5 schedule to get a job for yourself. Okay, so I'll be discussing how to revamp your job search and how to make your job search very effective in my upcoming videos. I'll be relieving the tips and tricks on your on your job search strategy. Okay, please be tuned in. Okay, so guys, if you religiously follow this five actionable techniques, or if you're able to follow at least 2 to 3 of these actionable techniques, trust me, you're gonna grab your dream job offer right out of your college. You would have an offer in hand once you pass out of your college. No doubt in that. It's gonna literally pay you off. But mark me, you got to follow these actionable techniques religiously. You, for example, today you're networking and tomorrow you forget networking, that's not going to help you. Okay, you got to do it religiously on regular basis. Similarly goes with internships or any kind of searching, revamping your search, everything you got to do it with dedication, because your job is to find a job for yourself. Okay, so I'll give a quick summary. The first actionable techniques: invest in yourself to sell yourself, upskill and enhance your skills. Okay. Second, start networking. Just build your strong network. Network will always last and will always help you throughout your career journey. Okay, and the third, start internship. Never underestimate internships. You'd be very lucky if you're interned in a right way. Okay, and the fourth, say no to survival jobs. No survival jobs. Never ever dream of a survival job also. Okay, and the fifth, revamp your search strategy. Okay, guys, if this video was helpful, please share it with your friends. Please share it with especially freshers, your near or dear ones. If you really like my video, don't forget to hit the bell button. Like, share, and subscribe. Okay, and trust me, if you follow them religiously, you'll thank me later once you land in your dream job. Okay, so guys, if you need any guidance related to career, please don't hesitate. Please comment your queries in the comment section. I'll be really happy to guide you. Okay, if you need any opportunities, let me know. I'll be able to refer within my company as well as within my network. Okay, so I'll meet you in my next video. Until then, bye guys.